What's happening, fam? L.A.R. movement still moving. Book is entitled Lessons from a Non-Custodial Father at Amazon, Kindle, and Create Space. Link will be in the description box below as usual. Go get it. PayPal link there also. They asked me to put it up, so I put it up. Thanks everybody for supporting. This video though is entitled You Gotta Be Worthy of a Good Man. I was going to go live, but I got to get to the gym, so whatever. There's this, see, we have to start taking into consideration as men, we need to start actually saying what we're worth when we're actually worth something. Because sometimes ladies come at us from an angle of being a woman means she's worthy of a good man, and that's it. And when you put her to the test, and not necessarily put her to the test, but when you start showing and proving who you are as a man, she kind of shrinks under the pressure of actually matching your masculinity with her femininity. And some of you ladies, y'all don't get that. Some of y'all not really worthy for good men, but you want to be with good men. And all of this meeting guys and thinking I'm gonna just not do nothing and sit back and say I'm a woman, you know, that means you got to show me everything. And one day, eventually, you know, I'm gonna show you how much of a woman I am. That's not really gonna cut it. And what I mean by that is this. As a man, you're going to initiate. You know what I'm saying? You're going to initiate. And a lot of men have initiated to show that they are attracted to you or actually want to be with you or get to know you or be in a relationship with you. But when you didn't reciprocate, you know, you thought he need to keep doing it until he wins you over. And with some guys are really, and you know these guys are good, the fact that you want to play this game so he could reach a certain threshold of doing things for you to reciprocate, he's going to look at you like you're not really worthy of me. Because if I've shown you who I am and when I show you who I am, it's not good enough for you, but when I leave, you want to be with somebody just like me, that's because you're sabotaging the situation because you're not worthy of it. You're not worthy of my presence. You're not worthy of my time. You're not worthy of my love. You're not worthy of my covering. You get what I'm saying? And some ladies get offended. Like, and this is not just about, because sometimes, you know, dating is about superficiality and materialism. That's part of the mix. But to view men and women on the same exact way is asinine. Because you say these guys want attractive women and these women want attractive men. Right. But who has the bulk of the responsibility in a relationship to make sure the other person's life is better off than it was when a person came in their life? That's men. So when you're meeting men who make your life better and you don't know the ways to help make his life better, then he's worth more than you're worth. You get what I'm saying? So there's this ideology where, you know, these guys are supposed to come along and make your life better, and in return, you're just supposed to be there to receive. Well, he's gonna look at you like you're not worth it. I'm putting out too much and getting too little, and it's not a 100 comparison, because sometimes in relationships you're going to have ups and downs. Somebody gives more than the other person. But when you enter the equation, when you're on the receiving end of the person giving more, and the minute you have to give, all of a sudden you're annoyed or you're resentful that you have to actually do something, you're going to put yourself in a position where the guy looks down on you because you're not worthy of that guy. Because when he gets back to that position and you happy to be around him, he's gonna be like, I don't need you. I don't want you. You've shown me who you are. And some of you ladies don't realize y'all have shown a lot of good men how unworthy you actually are. You know, part of the dating culture where these women, well, why are we not dating? Because you've shown me you're not worth you're not worth being taken out of a date. Dang, can't even say it right now. You're not worth him taking you out on a date. You know, why are we not in a relationship? You're not worth spending the time to build a relationship with. Why you don't see me as a wife? You're not worth proposing to and marrying because you're not, worthy of being a wife. And sometimes that hits like a ton of bricks for some ladies, but it's the reality. And even speaking to the superficiality part of attraction, there's some women who say, "But I'm a good woman." Some of you women are good women, but stop acting like all of you are individuals and all of you are individually good women, because collectively these men ain't running into a sea of good women. They're running into a sea of unworthy women, right? And then some of you ladies who feel like you're worthy and you are wife material or relationship material or just a good person in general. Some of you come at men with the aspect of, if you weren't looking at these girls who were attractive, you would look at me. So in your heart, you're a good person at heart. You just present yourself as unattractive. So basically, you really don't have it together. You're a good person that you need to meet a man to help you get it together, so then you can actually have it together. And he's gonna be like, well, if I got it, and I'm just talking about if you meet a guy who has it together, he's gonna look at you like, I'm not trying to get you together, all the way together. Like if you feel like you need to make self-improvements, if you're not on the path of those self-improvements when we meet each other, then I'm not about to be your life coach. Which is a problem. Like, oh, well, I'm 50 pounds overweight, but I'm a good person. Well, you 50 pounds overweight. So until you really feel the best about yourself, I gotta get with you and wake you up and feed you and teach you how to this and take you to the gym and do this until you lose the 50 pounds. And then now we cool? No. Because I can't make you be a better you because you don't want to be a better you. You have to be in that realm. I don't know how to do my hair. I don't know what kind of clothes to wear. I don't know, how to cook. I don't know how to clean. I don't know how to talk to a man. I don't know how to be with a man. But if you help, but I'm a good person. You sound lazy. You don't sound you might sound like a good person at heart, but in practice you sound lazy. So you're not worthy of a man who is actually into self-improvement or on his self-improvement journey or busy or hardworking. Those two things don't mix. The materialism part, you got to have money. Cool. You got to have money. Cool. You got to know how to, like you can't ask for a man who has money and you don't know how to how can I say this? To make the most out of a dollar. If some of you ladies aren't worthy of a good man because you want his money, but you don't want to protect the money. You just want to spend it all. I just want a real man will give me endless amounts of money to spend, so he got to keep going to work for you because you just have no financial self-control. But you consider yourself a good person. You're not worthy of a guy to do that because every day he's got to get up and work more and more overtime, and you are not in a mental space to say, I'm trying to work this guy to death for free stuff. But he's a man. Well, you're not worthy of a good man because you can't respect his work. Sometimes you got to be worthy of a good man. Not sometimes, in general, you got to be worthy of a good man. And just thinking showing up and being female and having a vagina is the gist of it has became problematic because when we talk about, your cat, if you're inconsiderate, but you're worthy of a good man. You're mean, but you're worthy of a good man. You're impulsive, but you're worthy of a good man. You're adversarial or obstinate, but you're worthy of a good man. You know what I'm saying? You're selfish, but you're worthy of a good man. Those things don't make sense to guys out here. To none of these guys out here. You're vindictive, but you're worthy of a good man. You're not a good listener, but you're worthy of a good man. And sometimes you're dating somebody, and I'm gonna say this and then get out of here. Some of you ladies are dating phantom men in your mind, whether they be positive or negative, and you deem yourself as worthy or to a phantom man, but you don't look at yourself in reality, or you deem this man as unworthy of you because you view him as a phantom negative man, and now you're coming off a certain way, but you don't realize. But when the guy's gone, you come into reality like, wait, I wasn't even dating him. I was dating in an image in my mind, and I was responding to that image and not really in tune with the guy. And then when this relationship went left and it's over, now I'm replaying this situation. I'm realizing he was a good guy, but I wasn't really dating him. I was dating an image, and I was taking that image out on him. So now I want him back, and he's like, I don't want you. You're not worthy of me. I've been doing things for you, and you're unworthy. And then you call guys like that a simp and a sucker. That makes it worse, because the guys you calling simps and suckers were guys who were good to you. And then, so you're not going to come across a guy who's good to you anymore, and you wind up sleeping with these guys that aren't good to you. You wind up marrying these guys that aren't good to you. You wind up having children with these guys that aren't good to you. But then you complain, but in practical application, you treat him better. So you're not worthy of a good man, because look at how your life and actions play out. So I'm done with this one. Like, share, subscribe. Catch you on the next one. Peace.